Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Friday the 27th of October. In this video we'll be looking at Palladium, which on TradingView has the code XPDUSD. What we'll see is that on the weekly chart it remains solidly in an uptrend. On the daily and the 4-hour we're having a flag, but we expect the moving averages to give the push back into new high ground. Let's look at those charts. So here we are on the weekly, and you can see that we're solidly in an uptrend with the lower boundary up through these lows that we're seeing in January. That's in in October, December and May. So we draw a line up through those lows, and then parallel that line you go through these highs, and you can see that we're in the just above the middle of that uptrend. You can also see that we did reach a new high last week, so that confirmed that the uptrend is still in place. Momentum, well, we've slightly come off on the RSI. There was a non-confirmation there, which I'll discuss later, but we're still in high ground, 68.13, so still indicative of positive momentum. Likewise, the MACD, the short term is still marginally above the long term as they move up, and they're well above zero, again indicative of positive momentum. On the daily chart, you can see that we had the last consolidation brought us back to the 50-day, then the 20-day came down. We had the trampoline effect as the 20-day narrowly avoided going below the 50. Palladium moved up, reached a new high, and we're having another consolidation now. That's again allowing these moving averages to catch up, which is positive, and this is a known configuration of a flag, and one would expect it to go back up in the direction of the momentum, which at the moment obviously is upwards. On the RSI, we have lost a bit of momentum, but it's still above 50, 55.22. And if you can see here as well, the RSI on the high that we had last week didn't reach a high that against where it was back in September, so another non-confirmation. Now the reason that I'm kind of dispelling those at the moment is because they only become a factor if we sell off. Then they're confirmed, but I don't believe that we've actually reached the peak yet. You should be aware of that happening. I would become concerned if the market fell below the moving averages now and the RSI dipped down to say 40. That would then be confirmation of negative momentum in the market, and that would be a major concern. But I'm more of the view that we will break up above 1,000 again, and this RSI will tick up and will probably go higher than it did on that 13th of October. So be aware of all that. The MACD as well have shown this slight loss of momentum as they track sideways. Moving on to the 4-hour. Now here you can see that the flag is kind of elongated. We're coming down to find support at the 50 and the 20. At the moment the 20 moving average is below the 50, so hopefully we won't go below the 20. So if they start to track down, both moving down, that could be a bearish sign. So I'm hoping that we're going to hold above the 20, which is at 966.75. Again, we've lost a bit of momentum. There wasn't a non-confirmation on this on the RSI here. It's still above 50, 50.67, and the MACD, although they're flatlining in the short term, is still above the long term. Okay, looking at the support and resistance levels, we've got resistance from the highs of 18th of October and the 16th. That's 991 spot 3 and 1009 spot 2, with the supports coming in at the 20-day 954 spot 9 and the 50-day 943 spot 83. So that's been TA for traders looking at Palladium. The key takeaways from the video are that it looks like a flag in a bull run, and we're finding support from the moving averages. We do need to stay above that 20 on the 50. The weekly is still in a solid uptrend. Momentum has been lost, but it's still okay. And the RSI non-confirms would only become a concern if we fall and those RSIs go below 50. So that's been TA for traders. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, just click the button which is down here. You then get email updates when I come out with new videos. I don't just cover commodities, I also cover FX markets, equity indices and single UK and US stocks. Thanks for watching. Please remember these videos are for information only and are not an investment recommendation.